Any children who want to come forward this morning? There's my two old faithful friends. How are you? Oh, and another one. What'd you talk about in Sunday school this morning? How God knows you.
And they play a game about animals.
Oh, you played a game about animals? Well, that's fun. Did you hear the story that I just read about how God called to Samuel? Well, let me tell it to you again. Go ahead.
So, Samuel heard someone calling him and he didn't know who it was.
Right.
So he went to someone and said, "Here I am."
That's exactly right. And who was actually calling him? Yeah, it was God. It was God calling him. And here's, you know what the really exciting thing about that story was? Samuel was a kid. He was a boy, and God was calling on him. Do you think that's kind of interesting? Did you know that God could call kids to do things for him? Kids like you, did you know that God could call on kids? Do you think if God called on you that you could do things for God?
Maybe.
You think so? Maybe? Yes? You want to know another secret? You already are. Did you know you're already doing things for God? You know what? I bet if you asked most of the big people out there what some of their favorite church services are, I bet most of them would say the church service you do like for Christmas. Do you think? They would. I bet most of them would. You are doing things for God. You are serving God already. And you're just kids, just like Samuel. God called on Samuel to be his servant, and he became a great prophet. But God also knows your name, like you learned in Sunday school this morning. He knows your name too, and calls on you to serve him. And you already are. Even though you're not an adult, you're already serving God just the way you are by doing the things you do, just like Samuel. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Okay. So think about that whenever you think about your name, that God knows your name, and God calls on you to do great stuff for him all the time already, and he will for the rest of your life. God will always know you by name and will always be there and call upon you. Cool beans? Who wants some candy? I've got some. I only have one kind, so you don't get to choose from one, but they're little Kit Kat bars. Do you like those? Oh, I like Kit Kat bars too. You're welcome. Thank you for coming out.